We are claiming, as per Form 45, about 73 seats without any iota of doubt. The law has not been followed, the constitution has been abused. There is no at this time. Arbitrary means the wish, the will of a person. That is mean the arbitrary in the language of law. So here it's actually the will of a person, a will of an institution is overriding the constitution, is abusing the constitution, is not following any norms, any taboos, any values in the society today. The political powers can come to the common ground of the strengthening of the constitution.
A very warm welcome to our viewers. I'm Suhail Qureshi with my program Sharpedge, and today is a very important day in Pakistan where the former Prime Minister Imran Khan and his wife First Lady Bushra Bibi have been acquitted from a, so to say, iddatcase, which was in common words marrying illegally without a certain period of time from one divorce to the next marriage. It had been a difficult time for Imran Khan and his wife for quite some time, and today is a day of joyous and day of celebration for Imran Khan and his party PTI, or Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Today we got a chance to invite a very special guest from Pakistan on our video link, Brigadier retired Mussadiq Abbasi, who had an illustrious career in the Pakistan Army, and then he became the Director General of National Accountability Bureau, NAB. He had been in the cabinets of 3 governments in the recent years with the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, and he's currently a special assistant to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, one of the provinces of Pakistan, and on working on the anti-corruption and the accountability. And thank you very much, Brigadier Saab, to come and joining us.
It's a pleasure, and what you introduced me during this preamble. This is a great honor for me to be part of Imran Khan's 3rd cabinet consecutively. This is a trustee's post in me, and whatever capacity I have, especially in prevention of corruption and other areas. So I'm trying my level best to pay back and deliver as per his 4 goals and as per his vision. And his vision is rule of law and, of course, supremacy of constitution.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for, again, clarifying your illustrious career, both with the Pakistan Army and then especially in the National Accountability Bureau, and your drive for anti-corruption or rid Pakistan of corruption, which has been one of the main slogans of Imran Khan. So let's come to today. I mean, today is a very important day for Imran Khan and his wife, and especially for PTI. And how do you see this decision, and what has happened since?
First of all, let me take you to yesterday's decision. The yesterday decision was the win of 8th February and, of course, the July, the 2 elections we had. And that was a great victory for us because it was unjust with us because our symbols were taken back. And out of 13 judges, almost 11 have said in their report that the interpretation of election commission of Pakistan was not right embedded in the purview of the Supreme Court decision of taking the symbol back and making the PTI people independent. So that's for the big win for us, and that has taken us to 114 numbers in the National Assembly. And if the tribunals take the decision in time, there's 180 days of the stipulated time frame in which the tribunals have to dispense the decision, then hopefully just getting another 30-35 seats will get into the simple majority. Whereas National Assembly, because we have issued a white paper as well, we are claiming, as per Form 45, about 73 seats without any iota of doubt. So that will take us to almost close to 2/3 majority in the Assembly. So that's a big win for us as our case of yesterday's concern. Today's case, the Iddat case, It's for me, it looks shameless sort of a thing, even to discuss this case on the screen and with the people, because in the history of 1400 years, no one has ever punished for conducting a nikah ceremony, the wedding ceremony with some lady. It's the first historical case where the man has been punished for marrying his wife. So this is a very unique case, and it's a very ugly and stinking sort of a case. Well, coming to Khan Sahib, I think arrest, that's very important today, and toshakhanacase number 3, I would call it. The few things I will bring in your notice before you ask me further questions as far as today's arrest is concerned. First of all, this arrest itself is illegal. Why? Because when any agency asks for the custody of any accused person, that agency is supposed to take away that accused person to his own custody, to his own police station. For example, National Accountability Bureau today has put First Lady under custody. They cannot put her in jail. She can be only put in the jail by the order of a magistrate or a judge. But the NAB, investigation authority, have put her in the jail, which is absolutely illegal. Her detention is illegal. She was supposed to be taken out, if at all they were supposed to arrest her, and taken to the NAB custody and to the NAB police station. So this is the first violation of law which they have committed today. And same holds for Imran Khan, because within 24 hours after the arrest, you have to produce a person to the magistrate or to the court where you take the custody. So this is the first violation.
So you've been involved very closely with the Ministry of Interior, and obviously there has to be some semblance of rule of law. So it appears that a lot of irregularities really took place. So the question is, the people who are really doing it, whether they are police or the jail staff, don't they understand the rule and regulation and the law? And don't they have any kind of consciousness of what will happen once the roles are reversed?
If I just read out the section which under which both of them have been arrested, so it is just a belated sort of abuse of law. Let me read out this section. The section is provision of the code to apply. This is section 17D of National Accountability Ordinance. It says, a person accused of more offences than one of the same kind during the space of any number of years. Point to remember. During the space of any number of years, from the first to the last of such offences, be charged with and tried at one trial for any number of such offences. In this case, we have the same accused people, we have same property, the property you call it the accused property, or the property which is in question. We have the same year, 3.5 years, and with the same sort of witnesses. So once you have all similar things, the law very clearly says that you cannot try a person, again and again under the same crime. Now you can't do it like this, that you make one reference of one watch and then you award sentence of 14 years. Then you make another case of another 2 watches and you award another 14 year sentence. It's not like that. So virtually there is no law. We are living in the jungle, law of jungle. That's what I could say. Because let me tell you, there's a law, there's also provision of law, the dishonest and defective investigation. Now this institution, this National Accountability Bureau, has got indulged into dishonest and absolutely defective investigation. Now the law says, if you get involved into these 2 offences, the punishment is no less than 7 years. And let me give you this, put this thing on the record, being the watchdog, or being the responsible person of the PTI, and of course they are very interested in the responsibility of accountability on behalf of Imran Khan. So I'm going to sue these people. subsequently in the court. And we are not going to spare the chairman NAB, who is involved in this sort of malpractices and illegal activity. We're not going to spare this prosecutor general of NAB, and we are not going to spare even combined investigation team, which has been doing all this illegal activity. And once we're going to get exonerated from these cases, we're going to file the damage suit and of course defamation suit and every sort of the right which has been taken away from us, we're going to sue them in the court. Let me put this thing in record. They will not go unchecked.
Okay, I mean that's a very powerful statement that you made. It appears, for whatever you said, that there is a direct conflict to the Constitution of Pakistan. The law which dictates all of these sections that you mentioned, but more importantly, there is a breach of fundamental rights, fundamental human rights of two individuals, which is the former Prime Minister and his wife. Do you think it's a case of going or taking this matter directly to the Supreme Court, or?
Actually, we are already in the Supreme Court. And I think we have given our Khan Sahib is already there in the Supreme Court. But the point is, the Chief Justice, everybody knows what is his role, and any sort of a petition, so the request is not being put onto the table. Number one. Number two, let me tell you one thing. That as far as the Constitution is concerned, it's Human Rights Council. We are the signatory, and arbitrary the Commission has very clearly, given the dictation, the verdict on this, and they have said three things. They have demanded three things, and they have said three things. They said anybody who's more than the age of 60 cannot be put to such sort of situation and the position and the conditions because of the physical, his mental, and all those things at stake and the life at stake. So they have demanded, number one demand they have given to the government of Pakistan, because we are the signatory, and under the General Assembly resolution, this council is there and this arbitrary commission is there. We can't run away from this. This is another sword which is hanging on the top of the government of Pakistan for all these misdoings and ill doings. And they have said that they have demanded that immediately release Imran Khan and his colleagues, and they have in 17 pages documents, without any hesitation, they have written one thing very clearly, that the cases made against Imran Khan are frivolous, baseless, and they lack all type of evidence. And what they have said, it can be seen from the decision of the High Court, about the trial courts. You can see that. So they have demanded the release, and they've also demanded that the Imran Khan should be compensated. The damages should be paid to him. And number three, they have demanded that the statutory position, the law of the land, they have to be changed, because they are doing the sort of a human rights violation or an abundance. So they have asked for to do three things, and they have also given the timeline that if within 6 months we are not going to follow these instructions, they are going to then raise the red flag and inform the UN and the other agencies about about Pakistan human rights violations. So this is a big achievement of Imran Khan cases at international level. So if you draw the analogy and you take those deductions and the conclusions to the Pakistani situation, so one could easily say that the law has not been followed, the constitution has been abused, there is no at this time. Arbitrary means the will of a person. That is mean the arbitrary in the language of law. So here it's actually the will of a person, a will of an institution is overriding the constitution, is abusing the constitution, it's not following any norms, any taboos, any values in the society today.
Yeah, I mean, there is obviously a very clear flagration of the law. I understand the former Prime Minister had over 200 cases, one after the other, and probably pretty much most of them look very frivolous on a prima facie. It appears that in Pakistani politics, a lot of these cases are orchestrated politically or by, so to say, the omnipotent and the most powerful establishment. Do you have any backdoor channels with the current quote unquote democratic government of Shehbaz Sharif or what's happening or anybody else?
Backdoor, the political people never stop talking, and they cannot afford to stop talking. Negotiation, talking, conversation. Khan Sahib always says, you can't close the door. Even with your enemy, you have to keep the back door channel all the time open. But the point is, where the power lies, that is the point of concern. You can only talk to a quarter where the power lies, from where all strings are pulled, from where all the pressure is being generated. Now, on what terms and conditions you would talk to them? I'm questioned. Okay, you talk to them. They go, okay, there has to be some common ground on which you talk to somebody. Quran very clearly says that ordains Prophet peace be upon him in Al Quran that call the people of books that let's come to the common ground and worship one God, and He should be our mentor and He should be our protector. But these are the words of the Quran of Surah Al Imran, ayah number 64. You have to find the common ground. With the common ground, you can talk to anybody. Our common ground is Constitution of Pakistan and rule of law. The Constitution of Pakistan, Article 243, 244, and 245. We want these to be implemented. Not the 200, there are 280 articles. We just want the 3 articles to be implemented. 244 article says, under Schedule number 5, that I also took the oath, right in Pakistan Military Academy, that before Allah, I pledge that I shall not, it's not will not or may not, I shall not participate in any sort of political activities whatsoever. These are the words, Schedule 5 of the oath. We just say that respect that oath, respect Article 243. 243 says the federal government shall have, it's not will have, shall where the right, the law writes shall, mean it is a line drawn on the stone. Shall have command and control over the armed forces. So we want these 2 articles to be respected. The army is a very respectful and it's a very disciplined institution. It is a must to have a strong army, but it has to stay at its place. When you leave your place and you start infringing the rights of other institutions, we have abused judiciary to the extent that they have to, perforce, 6 judges have to rise first, and they have written a letter, and with evidence. Then the police, the next come to the executive, we have virtually made them zombies. They are good people. They have to be trained that way. But what we have done, that we have done destroyed another institutions. Come to the NAB, we have destroyed the NAB. We have not let the NAB to do the things as per the law. And you take on all the institutions, we have one institution, being very disciplined, has destroyed unwittingly, wittingly, or knowingly or unknowingly all other institutions. We just want to stay at your place and strengthen the institutions.
Brigadier Saab, probably you are pointing towards the deep state or the deep establishment or your probably parental department, Pakistan Army, and let's not mince the words. Is it possible that there can be rapprochement between the political forces? Because it appeared that there has been an imbalance between the military-civil powers, so to say, and pretty much last half a dozen prime ministers, as soon as they came out of the power, they tasted the imprisonment and a lot of cases, starting from Nawaz Sharif and then Shehbaz Sharif, and then obviously he was not a prime minister, and then we say the last 2 prime minister of Muslim League, and now Imran Khan. So there is an imbalance between the military and a civil relationship. So don't you think that this is an opportunity for the political powers to get together and to call spade a spade?
Again, I would say the same thing. The political powers can come to the common ground of the strengthening of the Constitution. If you want to strengthen the Constitution, then you have to follow the Constitution with letter and spirit. You can't do pick and choose. And Constitution, under Article 17 and under so many articles, demands that democracy has to be, based on the on a fair franchise election-based system. Look at the election of 2024. Our mandate has been stolen. I was the chief election officer of the PTI. I've conducted the whole analysis of the elections, and we have written a white paper, almost 250 pages, with 405 citations. And if you open those citations, I think paper runs up to 2,000 pages. Every line shouts, speaks that you have violated the Constitution, you have violated the law. The issue is we have to settle down on the Constitution first. The Constitution says the democracy. Democracy means a fair and square elections. If you don't accept our, mandate, the problem lies there. The political forces can sit together, but first of all, they should accept that who carries the true mandate of the public at large. If they will start from this point, I think they can move forward. If they say no, whatever the treatment we have been given, that's a just and fair, then there's a difference of opinion, ocean difference between the political forces. But having said that, yes, there's a common ground that is the political forces, they get together and say, let the different institutions to stay at their place, and the interference in the political system must be denied, must be defended, with a lot of force and with a lot of strength and everything. So I think that's the common ground, they can work together. But again, coming on the common ground, the people who has to speak on behalf of the public at large, they have to be the true representative of the public at large. If they're not true representative, they don't have any right for the negotiation with the power sector or anybody else. That's the issue.
Well, that's heartening that coming from you, and you really understand the dynamics. But the critics would also say that when it was a time for Imran Khan and PTI to side with the political forces vis-a-vis the oppression and cruelty that was shown to the former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and the Muslim League, then Imran Khan said that he's on the same page with the Pakistani powerful military. So now the roles have reversed. So do you think the PTI or Imran Khan have learned something out of this experience?
Well, learning has to be based on some principles. Learning doesn't mean that you should keep getting bashing all the time from one quarter and then to unjust. So you learn one thing, okay, this is a powerful quarter. It has all the strength to go or do anything. So accept it, cannot be accepted. We have the Tehreek-e-Insaf, the movement of justice. This movement will continue like this. Maybe in the time of Imran Khan, we may not get the justice, the rule of law. Might be another generation has to give the time and sacrifices. But we will stick to this principle of movement of justice, law, and supremacy of constitution. Lesson learned is, again, the same. Respect the constitution. That is the social contract between the people of Pakistan, of 24 crore people. Where can you run away, and what sort of a lesson you can learn getting away from the constitution? Whatever you have to learn, you have to put it on the book of constitution. I always emphasize this. Other than that, if you try to go right and left, then there's an unending process. There will no compromise less than the obedience of the Constitution of Pakistan. Either you just finish, get rid of the Constitution all by itself, that's something else. But till the time this social contract is there, we'll strictly follow the Constitution of Pakistan, and any institution, whether it is political, whether it is
I think we lost you there, Brigadier Sahib. But I think what you're saying is the Pakistani constitution is the template that all parties must obey and follow, and then within that comes the rule of law. So that's really, really heartening to know. Well, with that, we say thank you very, very much to your very thoughtful and incisive analysis and where you are. And we wish you and your party and the people of Pakistan all the best. And we hope to have you on board another time when hopefully things would have turned to more positive note.
Thank you very much. It was pleasure with you in your program. Thank you very much.
So, dear viewers, I hope that you heard firsthand the very deep thoughts of Brigadier Retired Abbasi, who had been a very vocal and very important part of the cabinet of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. His emphasis that the Pakistan and all the different power centers in Pakistan, especially all present and omnipotent and omnipresent Pakistani army, which had been dictating the terms throughout Pakistan's history, learned the lesson, and that's only one lesson, that follow the Constitution of Pakistan and rule of law. We hope that there is some learning that would take place in the turbulent time that we had in the recent years, which has affected the people of Pakistan economically, strategically, and socially, and the rule of law will return. And we hope that all innocent people in Pakistan will not bear the brunt of the force or ruthless force of the establishment, and there will be good days for Pakistan and its people. Until then, I say goodbye from our London studio, and I will come with a fresh and new program next time, and goodbye from me.